Alright folks, welcome back to Glesga News. The link up there as usual in blue will be in the description should you want to go and view this story for yourself. It's a story, as I say, in the Daily Record, and it's by Lisa Toner. It's dated the 15th of November 2019. So let's get a wee look at the headline here. So the headline is taxi driver who had John Higgins flee from his cab is branded a bigot and threatens to go to the mob. Well, sounds horrific, doesn't it? Cabbie James Crawford hit back after a man claiming to be snooker player Higgins' manager branded him a desperate and bitter man amid a row over an unpaid fare. So there he's there, Jesus. What the hell's that? Now that big fat face apparently belongs to the guy we know as John Higgins. When I first saw that, I thought it was like something to Total Recall. I thought that face was going to open up and there was somebody else in there. But apparently not. That's him asleep in the back of a taxi driver's cab. Now, I'm just going to sort of paraphrase a wee bit of this. So what happened was, he was in the back of the guy's cab. The guy gets to the hotel that he's at. It's in Belfast. The guy gets to the cab. The cab driver gets to the destination. Wakens the dude up and says, mate, that's £5 or whatever. And he goes, aye, right, okay, opens the door and ran into his hotel. Didn't pay the guy. So the guy's obviously a bit upset at that and created a bit of a stink. So much so that the press started to find out about it. And as a result of that, a man claiming to be John Higgins' manager phoned the taxi driver up and called him a bigot, right? When the so-called manager was asked about this, he goes on to say that, well, the only reason that the guy's doing this, obviously, is to make money out of this, and it's only because everybody knows John's a Celtic fan. Well, here's news for you, pal. I didn't know he was a Celtic fan. And what has that got to do with anything? Why are you bringing the name of Celtic Football Club into a dispute with a bandpot that ran out and never paid a guy a fiver? A hard-working taxi driver. Do you not think there's Celtic fans that are taxi drivers? Is that it? Do you think he's like a celebrity? You must be joking, pal. Right? He's no a cop. He's no a fireman. He's no a doctor. And he's no a nurse. He's a snooker player. Right? At least the other people that I've just mentioned bring something to our communities. I've got more respect for a bin man than I do for him. He's a snooker player. Right? He does nothing for anybody but himself. Alright, so let's move on. There's the taxi driver there. Now apparently he's just out for money. What do you mean he's out for hundreds of thousands to take off this guy? Is he trying some sort of scheme? Aye. What does he want? What is it you want, pal? Are you trying to blackmail me? Aye. What is it you want? I want my fiver. What do you mean? I want my fiver. How that fat face there never sent that guy a bottle of champagne and a £50 note, I'll never understand. Right? And his manager's even worse. Now let's read on about what he said, the manager. So what the papers did was they contacted the wee taxi driver and they said to him, who is it that's been phoning you? And the taxi driver then handed over the number that was on his phone to the newspapers. And the Record is one of them that phoned the guy. And the man that answers the phone, who maintained he was John Higgins' manager on the previous calls, refused to give his name. And he said, there's no truth to this. There's no truth to this. These are just wild claims of a desperate taxi driver and a bitter man. I mean, holy Toledo. Desperate claims of a taxi driver and a bitter man. What? The individual also said he was in the taxi with Higgins and paid the fare himself. He went on to accuse James, who's the taxi driver, of lying in a bid to make money. Make money with a fiver. From blackening Higgins' name and also branded him a bigot. What? He said, the driver just wants to make money from this made-up story, and this is really about religion. Everyone knows John is a Celtic fan, And the taxi driver is just a bigot. Oh, come on. This is the west of Scotland, right? We know all about this, right? Now here we've got an individual bringing Celtic, I would say, Celtic football. The manager who's bringing this up, I'm not saying Higgins has said this, but this manager now is trying to justify this by, I would say, bringing the Celtic Football Club into disrepute here. It's got nothing to do with that club, this, right? Absolutely none. It doesn't matter whether he's a Celtic supporter, a Manchester United supporter, a Rangers supporter, or a Dundee United supporter. Although, maybe the Dundee United supporter should get to jail, to be really honest with you. But anyway, never mind that. Right, I kind of lost my place there. But you know what I'm talking about. The facts are, nobody should be using religion at a £5 debt. If we've not got enough problems, you know. Now the taxi driver's hit back at the man who calls himself Higgins' manager and is standing by his claim of the pro player's drunken fare dodge. He said, if he's accusing me of lying, then I'll take this to the cops and we'll settle it in court. I mean, settle it in court? What, they're going to have to pay costs then? Because that, you know, if he's got any kind of evidence at all. I mean, it's a joke that we're even talking about it. You know? I mean, what does he earn? What has he earned? You know? I don't want to spend any more time on this absolute nonsense. It says here, the Daily Record has seen a call log on James's phone which lists calls from the same number we contacted the individual on. We have also been unable to reach John Higgins directly, and the person we spoke to said he does not wish to comment on our story. I mean, imagine the manager allowing this to get that far. You know? It beggars belief, doesn't it? And that's how low these people can stoop. I mean, we've got guys, young guys, in the army going to war and all that for just a wage, and you've got bams like that jumping out taxis. Another guy saying that it's because it's a religious thing. No, it isn't, pal. And we don't believe that for 1 minute here in the west of Scotland, because we know we do have issues out here, right? And when it comes out, it comes out, but it's not coming out at a £5 taxi dodge. You know? Anyway, if you like the content, hit the like button, share and subscribe. Peace out.